Hello, everybody. Thank you for joining us. Today we'll be doing an expression of the face, and that is we're going to do a grumpy expression. So, grumpy expression, we can have a generic face going for us. So, let's put in an oval, egg shape will also do. Again, I said that it's generic, so can be just a simple face, and we can do so much with the core basics of it. Then I think that I might as well put in another oval right here. Okay, so first of all, we're just going to put in, let's have a line each on this side, not in the middle, necessarily a little bit toward the left side, just to give it a little perspective. 1, 2. Just have two lines going across for the brow, the nose, brow and nose. And then right along the oval, we're just going to sketch a generic face. Okay, so face number 2, they might be a little different from each other. If they're identical, it only helps your exercise. So if you just try to keep it along the same lines, much better. But yes, there will always be some variations because we're human and we're not exactly machines calculating this thing exactly, and they will be slightly longer, slightly shorter, wider faces, even when we're trying to match them up. I think I got the ear a little bigger on this guy than on the other two, as you can see, and I can try to match that up, but not really necessary because we're focusing on the grumpy expression right in the middle of the face. That's where all the action is happening. So what we're going to do is I'm going to grab myself some fine liners here so that we can see this a little better. So grumpy expression, and we'll start with right along this line. So I'm putting in a pair of eyebrows. Half of the action really takes place right there. Okay, so I put in looks fairly angry or upset. So definitely not happy expression. So we are contorting features here somewhat. Do not need to go all out. You can add some lines here. Again, depending on the model or depending on the severity of the displeasure. And right here, even if I put in a straight generic face, a mouth, you'll see it'll still come across as grumpy because of the action that's happening here. And then of course you could contort this, you could have it in different ways, and then we go a little bit farther. Same generic face. I raise the eyebrows there. I have the same action going on along the line of the brow, but I have somewhat more agitated I think you'll agree that I have somewhat more agitated features going right here in this one. And I think it'll be fitting. You could leave the mouse as is, but if you just put in that little bit of extra curve, perhaps so we have a little bit of heightened angst in this one. And then to top it all off, again, the action always begins here. Others might have a different approach. My approach is this, that you have to have the action going right here. Right, so I'm putting in some extra folds there. I'm going to also change the tone of the eyes a little bit there to make them like a little more like squinty, as in, you know, I am not just unhappy, but I am angry. The nose lines are higher there. We're still going to maintain the closed mouth, and we're just going to go a little bit farther with it in terms of its placement and do that. And of course, now if he has this mullet or chin, we'll put in some extra skin folds like right there to make it work. So there's grumpy expression studied in brief, and I think that it helps. Now that is not really grumpy, but if you look at it, yes, there's some angst going on, a little bit heightened, and this is like really like getting there. So let's be happy though, sketching these grumpy faces. Do let us have your comments. Please do subscribe, keep in touch, and have yourself a wonderful day.